We have some very exciting guests here. Glamour is introducing a new generation of supermodels in its September cover story. We love this. They are called the New Supers. The powerful and ambitious models are from several continents, and they are all size 12 and above. A series of online articles in Glamour poses important questions, such as whether the term plus size should still be used, and why customers, we know where Gayle stands on that, and why customers are forced to pay a so-called fat tax for larger sizes. Beautiful model to my right. Seynabou Cissé is one of the new supers featured on the cover. She has appeared in campaigns for the beauty brand Sephora. I don't know if you've heard of it. And on the pages of Vogue. Not too shabby. She's here with Samantha Barry, the editor-in-chief of Glamour. Samantha, Seynabou, good morning. Welcome to the table. This is very exciting.
Yes.
What was the genesis of this? How did this idea even come about?
Well, September's a huge fashion moment, right, in the industry. So your September cover really has to represent what you stand for in fashion. And my team really came and said, we stand for size inclusiveness, diversity, inclusion, representation. And this was 5 months in the planning. And we really wanted to get the right 5 new supers to introduce to the world.
I love this walking shot, Sam.
Right? So we have Seynabou and Solange and Yvonne, Alessandra and Iskra, and they really represent, yes, absolutely, they're all over a size 12. They're sizes 12 to 16, but they represent so much more than that. And it's really about people seeing themselves in a women's title like Glamour. And really that discussion around plus size, right, or bigger sizing is really important to us. 68% of women in America are over a size 14, but they are only seen in 2% of media. Like, that is a huge difference. Yeah, most of the women watching here this morning are over a size 14, and they're only seeing themselves represented in 2% of media.
Why do you think that is? It is crazy.
I think it's really about it. There's a lot of people like me, editors, need to make the decision. People that are making programs, content creators, they need to make a decision to normalize and put different types of people on the covers, in the pages, in the storylines, on TV. That's really important.
Seynabou, you walk in a room and everybody notices. What were you told, though, when it came to your modeling career?
It was just a lot of too much of something or too little of something.
Like what?
It was a lot of too tall, because I'm 6'2". It was too dark, obviously, and recently too skinny because of the language we have surrounding the curve industry, where you have to be a certain size, or you have to fit a certain look. So because we have this binary, people are obsessed with putting you on one side of it or the other. So it was just about breaking those labels and just doing it for myself, saying, like, I don't have to look like anyone. No one has to look up to me. I have to do the job, and I'm not too much of anything. I'm just...
No, but I like what Christian Siriano said about you. You're calm, cool, collected, powerful, confident, without trying too hard. That there's a casual elegance about you. What is it that you want people to know? What is the message you want to send about yourself and about other models that look like you?
For me, it's just about, let's just normalize it. I think on the other side of ostracizing women of color or darker color girls, or even curved girls, is the romanticizing and the exoticizing. It's just like, we have to be spectacular. We don't just get to exist. And I just want to not be a shock when people walk past me in a campaign, or if they walk past me in the street. I want visibility for all of us. It should be normal. It shouldn't be that I'm a token person in the room.
Or there could only be one.
Or there can only be one, right? Like, it's okay. I would like to see 2 dark curved girls or 2 curved girls in a campaign at once. There seems to be this idea that one at a time, or we need this contrast, so we're just going to do one at a time. And I just want us to be considered as part of the game.
So when you were growing up, before magazines like this existed, before issues focused in this way, what were you seeing? And were you seeing yourself? And if so, if not, which I'm guessing, how did that affect you? I
mean, I grew up in Senegal, so there was no lack of beautiful dark women around me. I was surrounded by them. But when I moved to America, obviously, it was kind of a curve for me. For one, we weren't on TV.
Yeah.
We were barely in magazines, we were barely in commercials, anything like that. So it wasn't like I was growing up thinking, I want to be X, Y, and Z, or I want to look like X, Y, and Z, because we didn't have that space. So now that we're getting there, it would be nice to not just be considered this great thing just because I'm visible. I think there's so much more.
Sam, you were telling me in the green room that you see this as a call to action, but haven't we heard this call to action before? this exact message?
We've heard it a lot of times, but we're still not there yet, right? We do, at Glamour, we count the number of curve girls that are on the catwalk every fashion week, and it actually had a high about 2 years ago, and it's decreased a little bit. It should be the normal, right? And I think we're going to keep calling that action because we're not there yet. They're not represented in a massive way. And it is a multi-billion-dollar industry. There's so many women that want to buy great fashionable clothes. They want to be in high editorial pieces, and we're not there yet.
Well, you're getting a great reaction, a really great reaction. So hopefully this is a call to action that people pay attention to. Go you, Sam.
Yeah, it changes one issue at a time, and this is one issue. So we appreciate it.
Nice to see you, Sam.
Sam and Senya, thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it.